We use the word data a lot in our daily lives. But what is data? Data is just random events around us. We cannot predict these events 100%, but we can surely analyze their inner working. Data is when we organize these events in the form of a grid. A grid is made up of rows and columns. Rows represent each event or participant, and columns represent the features of that event. In Python, these structures are called data frames. Columns or features remain same even if the experiment is repeated. Rows or participants may or may not change. However, variables, the values inside the grid that are likely to change. To work with data, you don't have to organize your own data. Instead, you can use many online archives such as University of California's online repository, and here you can find thousands of datasets. Then there are other websites that host uh, thousands of datasets as well. So if we download uh, iris dataset from University of California's website, it will look like this, and it is a text format or comma separated values. Columns are separated by these commas, and there are no headings for each column. But if we download the same file from the other website, it is in CSV format and it has column headings as well. So just as we discussed previously, these are the features and they do not change, they remain the same, and these are the participants. In this case, these are flowers, and each flower has its distinct features which are noted here. And then we have the labels. These are the labels. So this kind of data is used to train a AI model. We feed these features to the model and we tell the model which species this flower belongs to. And at some point, the model starts to understand and recognize the species from these features. So if you want to read this data in Python, let's start with uh, reading the CSV file first. So first we need to import pandas as PD. Pandas is a library that is used to read the data frames. So let's call our data iris. So iris is equal to pd dot read CSV. So this is the address of our CSV file, and then we will print the resulting data. So let's run this command, and we have an error. Let's put an R here, and now we have the data. So reading the CSV file with its headings is quite simple. We just need to use the read CSV command and give the address of the CSV file. And here we also need to explain why we put R here and why without the R there was an error, and that is because of this slash. It is a special character, and in Python this can be used as a regular expression. So to avoid this, we put an R before a string, which then converts that string into a raw string. meaning everything in that string is considered a normal character instead of a regular expression. So that is why we put an R here. So since we read the data from CSV file which had headers, reading data from the file we downloaded from University of California is a bit tricky because it does not contain headings. So let's load that file, and it is called iris.data. So we can load this data without any problem, but there are no headings. And in the absence of headings, the first row is considered headings, which is quite wrong. So the first thing that we need to do is we need to tell the read CSV command that there are no headers. So header is equal to none. And let's run this command again, and this time it has index instead of headings, because we told it that there are no headings, and since there are no headings and we did not provide any headings, it is using indexes. However, if our data does not contain headings, we can provide headings manually, and that is by using iris.columns equals. So our first column is sepal length. So s dot length. Our second column is width. Our third column is length of petal, and then its width, and finally we have species. And that's how we enter column headings if there are none in the data itself. So let's run this command now, and now we have all the headings. So these are the sepal lengths, weights, and petal length, weight, and species. So after loading the data, our first step is normally to inspect the data, and for that we have some Python commands, built-in commands that we can use to inspect and describe the data, such as its data type or missing values. So the one command is info, and this command lists all columns and their data types, including the null values. And we can see here that we have 5 columns, and each column has 150 non-null values, which means that there is no null values at all. And 4 columns are 64-bit floats, and one column has object data type. You can also perform statistical analysis of your data by using this simple command named describe. And it will give you a statistical overview of your data. So it gives you all your columns and their counts. As you can see, you have 150 values in each column, and it will give you mean of your data, which is average, standard deviation, minimum, and quartiles, and then maximum. So basically a statistical overview of your entire data in a simple small table. And this is how we organize data and read data in Python using Pandas library. And with this, we end our today's video. Have fun learning Python, and we'll see you in another video with another topic. Have fun.